As some of you have already successfully deducted, my last animation, deleting apps with objects, wasn't all stop motion. I began with the idea that I would animate it all frame by frame. It wasn't an impossible ambition. However, there is only one of me, and I had my hands in shot, and all the objects were wiggling, every frame, and well, I soon realised it was an impractical and inefficient way to solve the problem of bringing this idea to life. We're fortunate to live in a time where digital technology is very accessible, and I think even in your stop-motion project, you should make use of it when it is a better solution to what you are trying to achieve. So that is what I did here. I photographed my hands frame by frame in stop motion, cut them out in Photoshop, and then overlaid them on top of the different object environments in After Effects. I also photographed all of my objects. I took one photo with them in shot, and one with them removed. I then cut around the objects, again in Photoshop, and this meant I could digitally add rotations to them all on separate layers in After Effects to achieve the look that I wanted. It also meant that when each object disappeared, I could scale it down to 0 in size with just a couple of keyframes, which was so much easier. I originally designed this animation for a phone shape. I wanted this to sit nicely on TikTok and maybe an Insta story. But that meant it looked really ugly for YouTube. So I then had to figure out how to make it look aesthetically pleasing for a 16:9 ratio. For people like you who like to watch my content here. This basically involved a lot of duplications of compositions and many more layers. I had to export the phone animation without the hands in and then rebuild the hand sequence on top of the phone. I also put a duplication of the phone animation, scaled it up, and laid that behind to fill the space so it looked like the phone was actually in the environment as well. The main takeaway here is don't feel restricted by the technique. Stop motion is amazing, but it's not always the right answer for every idea. So blend techniques, experiment. Be different and you will open your creative world up to so many more possibilities. If you have any specific questions relating to After Effects or anything that I have done in this video, do drop them below and I'll do my best to help you out. If you ever want to learn more about After Effects, I've made some other videos here on the left. And if that's not your thing, then maybe you'd like to learn about some other animators in my mini documentary series. And that's here on the right. I hope you're having a great day and I'll catch you again soon.